Hi, I'm Ben, and this is an episode recap of Spider-Man, Marvel's Spider-Man. As you can see, I'm on my bed because I feel like it, and I just feel like I want to be on my bed. I'm feeling better, I'm not sick anymore, but my mom is. Um, so, so in this episode, we get introduced to the Hobgoblin, like what I said in the last episode. And in the Hobgoblin, and this time Harry's the Hobgoblin. And Harry tries to defeat the Sinister Five or Six, but really, Spider-Man gets mind controlled by Dr. Octopus. And but Harry tries to help him. It's like, Harry, this isn't you. You're an, I mean, Harry's like, Peter, this isn't you. You're not a villain. You gotta fight this. Because in the preview, I was like, wait, then why in this preview I saw him fighting Spider-Man? Like, why is he? Why is he the enemy? Why is he trying to help him? So I'm glad that they helped him, and I'm glad that Harry knows he's Spider-Man. Like usually in other episodes, he later finds out like an Ultimate Spider-Man. He finds out like near to the end of the series, and then in Spectacular Spider-Man, he never finds out. And I think in Spider-Man New Animated Series from 2003, he was like had no idea Harry was Spider-Man with Peter, and it was unclear that Harry in the '90s Spider-Man, Harry didn't find out that Peter is Spider-Man. Well, he kind of did, but he didn't really. He thought he was going crazy, but really, Princess Peach and Daisy. Sorry, I just want to no, forget it. It's sorry randomness, but anyways. he he finds out he finds out on the first season near to the end of the first season, but yeah, he helps Spider-Man. He's like, it isn't, and then Spider-Man defeats Dr. Octopus's control. I still have issues of him being a 19-year-old, but hey, he's still the traditional Dr. Octopus we all know. I even have a poster of him. See, poster and poster there. I got it at a thrift store. But anyways, let's see. Ooh. So yeah, Spider-Man finally defeats his grip on him. And how come in some variations he's wearing a trench coat, like in the movie? Like, does he wear trench coats? Because in the comics he does. He doesn't really have the trench coat, but he does. Like in the 2004 movie, Spider-Man 2, but oh well, oh well. But anyway, sorry to waste your time. Spider-Man defeats his grip. He blows the, he gets rid of he gets rid of the mind control, and then Harry as Hobgoblin and Spider-Man team up and defeat Rhino, defeat the Rhino, because that was a part team, and defeat Dr. Octopus' evil control on the others, and save the day. And then, and at the first beginning, remember when Harry was really mad at him? Yeah, I always thought Harry wasn't that much of a good friend to Peter anyways, because in some variations he tries to kill him and he gets mad at things without any evidence. But yeah, there's something I don't. Yeah, but Ned Lee was a good friend, but yeah, in the beginning, because remember in the last episode he was mad at him for getting his corporation blown up, but then he forgiven him. But then Harry forgiven him and everything's alright. And in the next episode, everything doesn't seem to be alright, because Harry actually tries to portray Norm. Harry tries to portray Spider-Man, even trying to blow up and destroy his, his school and try to destroy him multiple times. But Harry keeps saying, this isn't my fault. Something's wrong with me. So yeah, so I thought at first I thought maybe Dr. Octopus is controlling him, and I thought he was being evil. But what could this be? Um, so, so what could happen? Like, but if, but I think, but I think Norman was using that excuse to frame him because it's revealed later that Harry was being framed, and he was actually because it was Osborn Norman dressing up like the Hobgoblin, and then later I knew, and then later there was this green ooze gonna start a fire. It's like green. Is that gonna be the build-up for the Hobgoblin? I mean the Green Goblin. Sorry, Green Goblin. I thought the Jackal's DNA, because you know what the Jackal looks like if you watch the Marvel Spider-Man. And I thought at the laboratory, the Jackal mutates Norman, and I thought he that might turn him like he becomes the Goblin from that, and he goes around throwing pumpkins, and he calls himself the Green Goblin. Yeah. But so, anyways. Um, so yeah, there was this big explosion, and he was trying to, he, and Norman pins down Spider-Man to a wall, and and there's this floor that falls on Norman, and he's like, "Save me, Harry," because he has to choose his friend or his father, which is kind of represents of how Spider-Man tries to save Harry Norm, and he couldn't save Norman, so he had to save Harry and Gwen, like in a few episodes back. So I like that representation. But he goes to save Norman, then then he gives him the fire sword from that Frost episode, Blizzard episode, I mean. And then he's like, "Do it, destroy Spider-Man. It's your destiny." And if you know, yeah, I knew what was gonna happen. He saves Spider-Man. They made it look like he's gonna slice him, but he actually slices the stuff that's holding him down and frees Spider-Man. And then he defeats him, and then there was this explosion, and he's gone. And then in the fire, it shows that Hobgoblin metal helmet. It's like an iron mask that's similar. It's kind of like an armor suit, like in the 2002 movie, but the original first Sam Raimi Spider-Man movie with Willem Dafoe as Green Goblin. Anyways, so he defeats Spider-Man. I mean, he defeats the Goblin, and I saw the helmet in the fire, and I was hoping like maybe that green ooze turn turn the metal green, and I thought that might build up for for the Green Goblin, and I am like, oh, when's the Green Goblin? But actually, in the later in the episode, it shows that Harry's taking over the company, and he's in a sharp suit. That might be rough for a teenager his age, to a high school student to be a owner of the company. Well, I don't know, like, how many kids own their own company? I want to own my own company when I was a kid. Yeah. But anyways, so he defeats, no, sorry, so then he presses this app thing on this screen thing on his table, and then it opens this secret room, and then it's all green lighting, so it's like, is that gonna be the Green Goblin? Oh, I hope it's the Green Goblin, like, yeah, I mean, it was all green, but before, Harry and Peter were talking, and I'm glad they're friends again. Until the next time, only time will tell. But anyways, Harry defeats the. Harry's like, he's still my dad, and I wish I got to know him, but I still miss him, even though he was evil. Yeah, I can relate to that. I had some families that's, anyone who who has like the black sheep of the family, still loves them because they're family, but still disagrees with what they did was wrong. Anyone who has that understands what they're going through. But anyways, at the end of the part 2 episode, it's Hobgoblin 1 and 2. At the end of part 2, it shows them refixing Max's statue, and then later building a Spider-Man statue just for Spider-Man. And and I thought that was cool. Yeah. Well, that's my episode recap. I hope you enjoyed. Sorry if I was unfocused and wasn't doing a good job. It might be my Asperger's syndrome, but I don't know if I should tell you guys that, but I don't know. Anyways, but I hope you enjoyed this video, and I think that was the season finale of the first season, so who knows what the second season will hold up for us. Well, that's the episode recap, and hopefully I might go to see Black Panther, review that, and maybe not on my bed, but I don't know. Bye.